idea.
He's an asshole, sir.
A major asshole. Okay.
Private first class, Philip asshole.
So, couple of things you may have noticed. This space is occupied by the birthday boy,
The
Mr.
prodigal
Joe.
son returns.
Mr. Joe.
Finally, Joe
Yes.
has come back
Oh, Jesus
to the
Lord.
podcast.
I am sorry.
Did you miss me?
Welcome back, Joseph.
Joseph?
Joseph.
Did I miss you? Words cannot describe.
Shed a tear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I miss Daisy.
Did you? Well, Daisy misses everyone except me. No, Daisy loves me. I was her best friend today. We had all the rain. She doesn't like she gets freaked out by loud noises, and she doesn't even like the sound of the rain.
Damn.
So, well, you know,
Wasn't that bad of a storm.
when the rain starts like pelting, and
It's like, oh, it's gonna be a huge storm.
so she kept coming in to see me like, you still alive? Has the rain taken you also? And probably just to remind me she won't go outside to potty. Like, see that? Nope. I ain't doing that. No.
Maybe later.
No. Never again.
What's new, Sean?
Oh, dear.
Man, what's new?
Oh!
I haven't been able to drive my car in 2 days because I got a tree laying on it.
Oh!
Literally.
Yes.
He's a lumberjack. Okay, so...
We had like some storm that came through here around 4 or 5 a.m. the other day, or yesterday,
Yeah.
the other morning. And I think it took out a branch that pushed down main branch on a tree that I parked under
Mm-hmm.
at my apartment building.
Yeah.
And it is now lying like this on the front end of my car.
That sucks.
And I called the landlord, I told him about it, he came right out, and he looked at it, and he looked at me, and he looked at my girlfriend, and said, I'll have this cleaned up for you and done by the end of today.
And that was a week ago.
That's what it feels like.
And,
5 o'clock yesterday, I'm calling him, nothing.
yeah.
Like Christine picked me up from work at 3.
Mhm.
We got back by 3:45. Nothing.
No.
My car's still camouflaged in the big bush, the big bushy tree. See, I actually have a story this week.
Sean has a story.
And it matches the tree. It's green.
And,
Yeah.
Joseph picked me up to come over here,
Yeah.
like a good friend that he is.
Aw.
And he got to see it firsthand.
I took a video of it.
Yeah.
I'm aware of that, yes. Yes.
And right before he came and picked me up, my landlord was there with the tree guy,
Mhm.
checking out the situation. And the tree guy said that he can get his guy there at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Okay. Well,
Progress.
They're going to bring a special truck out, and they're going to lift the tree and then cut it, and then lift it up some more, and I can drive the car out from under the area.
Why don't
Well-
you just lift it, move the car, and then cut it? Because they cut it and it falls in your car.
The way it is right now, if I just had 4 or 5 guys come over, and we all just lift the branch up, then I can get the car out.
yeah.
We don't need this whole tree service right now.
Some
I
burly
just need-
guys.
Yeah, I just need like 4 to 6 guys. Because the branch is heavy. It's a big, thick branch like this. With many other ones coming out of it.
With many other branches.
It's family
I would
tree.
ask if,
I was just thinking that.
I would say you guys seen it, but when you come over, it's nighttime. You can't really
Yeah.
see the branches.
Yeah, Ancestor.com sitting on you. Fucking, yeah.
23andMe.
23andMe.
That shit's expensive.
I did a 23andMe.
Yeah?
Yeah. Jay got it for me.
What did you find out?
She did at 23.
I found out that it takes a long time to fill up a vial full of spit if you don't have anything to produce your saliva. If anybody doesn't know, the 23andMe thing, they give you this little vial, and it's about yay big, yay,
Yay.
yay,
Yay.
and you have to fill it with your saliva, but you cannot drink, you can't eat, you can't chew gum,
You got a fast?
because you can't corrupt the evidence, Joseph. So
Okay.
so you have to. It has to be pure spit.
Pure.
Pure spit.
Okay.
And I found out that it takes a long time for me to do that
Okay.
because
How long until you get results back?
well, that took a while also.
Yeah. What's a while?
I would say like 3 or 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks.
Four weeks.
Yeah.
All right. Were you surprised or shocked?
No,
Okay.
I was not shocked.
Okay. So why did you do it if you already knew like?
Well, here's the thing. It's like because you could have like I have a brother and a sister, right? So my genetic makeup would be different than theirs, right? So the majority of mine was like Belgian German, right?
Yeah, you got the same parents.
Which I knew, but DNA is tricky, Joe.
I know that, but I'm like,
And it like okay, so
skips a generation.
so my ancestry thing, like I said, it's mostly Belgian German, but I also had a lot of English, which was shocking to me because my mother's side is like French Canadian, and I got no French, no Canadian, none of that. It was all English. So I said, well, a lot of English people settled in Canada because it's a monarchy. It's still, they go by the Queen. So I'm thinking perhaps her side is while they spoke French and probably were Canadian, they were also English. That's the only thing I can think of for why it would pop like that. But say my sister did the same test, she might pop more English than I did, or more. Well, I popped pretty high on the Belgium. It was like 80%, but she might pop less than that. And there's a couple other little things, ethnicities or whatever in there that I was like, oh, where does that come from?
Like what?
Let's see. Honestly, I don't remember. I have the app. I have the app on my phone, and it's not like I'm like, ooh, I don't want to tell you about. Like, I don't care. I'm trying to think. It's I honestly don't remember. I think there was like some. It was like a lot of like European stuff, more European than I had thought. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you done it?
I have not.
You have not.
How much is it?
I don't know. I got it, like I said, Jay got it for me for Christmas.
Oh, is it
because because I said, that would be interesting to do. I'd be interested to see what it came out as. Yeah.
That is.
Oh.
I know I'm a mutt. I'm a little bit of everything.
Most people are, Joe. Most people are.
I know that
A lot of ladies would say most guys are.
Italian.
Wow, yippee. Yeah.
What is it?
I never would have guessed with your last
I
name.
know. My grandmother was Lithuanian.
Grandma was Lithuanian.
Something, I don't know.
Interesting.
Who eats baklava? Or kibbeh?
I honestly, is that a Greek thing?
Lebanese, sorry.
Okay.
Italian, Lebanese.
All right.
English, Scottish, Native American, English.
Oh.
The English, you said English twice.
English. That's all I know of.
I got a quote sausage party now.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of everything.
Well,
A little bit country. A
lot of people are. There you go. There you go.
Sound.
Yep.
A sound.
Yeah. Wall of sound.
The sound of silence.
Somebody's commenting. I can't see. I'm sorry. So I'm probably
Thank you for the comment.
I'm probably getting in trouble now. That's not true. Why are you telling people that? Okay. So I gotta tell you this.
All right. Tell.
Yeah. So I got to my folks on Sunday, right? And my dad was having a bad hearing day.
Isn't that every day?
It is every day, but it was like, I don't know if he just had it off because he just didn't want to deal with anything.
No more hemming and hawing?
No, can't hear the hemming and hawing. So I was sitting there, and first I started to say something, and then my mother's like, "Yep, you said that on the show. I already know all about that." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." I have no conversation then.
She watches now every week?
Yeah.
Or listen?
As far as I know, she watches it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
So I was sitting there, and so then I said, "Well, I'll talk to my dad." So then I looked at him, and I was like, "Oh, I've been watching this show," and he looked. No, seriously, this is what he did. And for the audio folks, we record the first 30 or 40 and put it up on YouTube. No, seriously, because I always forget to plug. And then so you can watch what my dad did. And for the video folks, you can listen to the entire show on iTunes, SoundCloud,
Stitcher,
Google Play,
Right there.
Audible,
Yeah.
Spotify,
Across the bottom.
Anchor.
Anchor.
Drop your anchor, listen.
I did it out of order and I confused myself.
And me.
And you. So this is what he did, right?
All right.
So I said, "Dad, I've been watching the show," and he goes, "Huh?" And I said, "Yeah, it's called Whitechapel, and it's about a copycat murders of Jack the Ripper, and these guys these modern day cops have to solve this copycat Jack the Ripper murder, and one of my British guys are in it, so bang." And then he does this face. He goes, "Oh," and I was like, "Okay." And then my mother goes, "He can't hear you." And I said, "What are you talking about? He heard me." Nope.
He's just making the motions.
He didn't hear you at all. And I was like, "No." He answered me. Because he even was like, "Oh." And so she looks at my dad and she goes, "What did she say?" And my dad looks at her and goes, "What?" And "What did she say? She was talking to you. What did she say?" And then he goes, "I don't know."
White Castle.
And I was like, "Are you
No,
fucking
Whitechapel.
Are you serious? You didn't." But my thing was that it was like his response, like it was like he could hear me. I was like, "Damn."
You seemed interested.
It's like, "Shit, you're really good at that."
He's reading the lips.
It's like when Jay's not really listening. I learned this from when he used to talk to his mom. When Jay's not really listening, he'll go, "Really?" But he's not listening.
Usually I hear him go, yeah,
Interesting. Indeed.
Oh, if you get the that means he didn't hear you. It's different. It's different. If Jay gives you the yeah, because he's afraid to do a verbal response. Because he doesn't know what you said. So he'll go,
Smile and nod.
Yeah. So he'll do kind of that thing, but if you get the really, that means he was like, he heard the words, he just wasn't paying attention to what you were saying. Oh, really? Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Kind of like a white man can't jump. You can hear it, but you're not listening.
Yeah. You hear Jimmy, but you're not listening.
Give me some water. I don't want you to get
Can
me
I
water.
say, Rosie, what's her name? Rosie
Rosie
Perez?
Perez, yeah.
She has the worst voice. How does she have an acting
What
career?
about Fran Drescher?
I think that's
Rosie.
not her real voice.
Still like.
Fran Drescher?
And then
I don't know how she got a career out of it.
what's his name? The Gilbert Gottfried.
That's also not a real voice.
I know, but like
Yeah.
that's just.
USA, up all night.
Imagine making a career out of a horrible voice.
Yeah, Bobcat.
Look at you banging them all out.
Boom! I got them all.
She's on point.
Yeah. Really? Yeah. God. So I haven't seen Joseph in like 2 months. So
Has it been that long?
what since Memorial Day?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You just
I
working?
haven't been on the show in like 6 months.
I know. So you just working? Is that what you
I
keep
change my
yourself?
hours, but I'm still not getting out soon enough to do anything. 6 o'clock instead of 7.
He's earning his new vehicle.
Yep.
Oh, are you trying to buy a new vehicle?
I am. Hopefully by
Really?
September, October.
Ooh.
Get a 2022.
Really?
Yep.
You've had enough? How
Yeah.
old is that truck? Joe has a Tacoma.
16 years. October will be
That
16
Tacoma's 16 years?
Yeah, almost.
Wow.
Still going.
Wow.
Here.
A lot of things don't work, but it's still going. Cruise control doesn't work. AC doesn't work.
Okay, well, I was going to say, you don't really need cruise control.
The radio works.
You
but
need
it changes the station by itself. It didn't happen with Sean, though.
I
was hoping it would.
Back.
I was hoping it would. I'm like, do it. Come on. I'm not crazy.
It never happens. Things never happen when you want them to.
Right.
I'm hoping on the way back when it's darker.
you think it's light
Maybe.
sensitive?
Maybe the spirit would
When
come
the
out.
sun goes down.
Maybe on the way here, his ghost was in the back of the truck,
Uh,
like holding onto the back, like yeah, on the highway.
Jesus.
Maybe on the way back, he'll ride inside the truck with us.
There you go.
Well, when
Maybe.
you sat in its seat, that was the problem.
Yeah. It's all your fault.
Suppose he didn't throw me out of the truck.
Oh. Jay's also been talking about a new vehicle,
Yeah.
which I will be happy about.
Now, what's he replacing? The silver car or the
Yeah, that's the only car he really has. Yeah.
truck?
Well, the work truck is his
Oh,
Work
okay.
truck.
his work
Oh, I
truck.
thought
yeah.
it was his truck and like.
No.
And they, oh, okay, cool.
No. It's got GPS on it too, so it's not like he can like, hey, let's take the. I mean,
Let's take the company car.
yeah. First of all, I wouldn't want to be
Come back to work. Yeah, how was Connecticut?
Yeah, I
It was
know.
really good. We had a great time.
I should have been there.
Peak foliage. Peak. It was peak foliage.
Peak foliage.
Really?
Yeah.
So funny. So a good thing, not a good thing. A funny thing happened the other day.
Yeah.
I'm at work and I hear like helicopters flying around. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Apparently, 2 homeless people robbed a bank nearby Santander.
Ooh.
They stole a car, robbed the bank. They had
Wow,
like
they had a busy morning.
one had a real gun, one had one of those airsoft guns.
Yeah.
They robbed the bank. They got chased, crashed the car, left the money in the car.
Oh, what the?
They didn't get. They ran off on foot and they got chased by the dogs and stuff. And they finally caught them. And helicopters found them.
Did it have those dye packs in the thing?
I don't know.
'Cause sometimes, not that I should know, but sometimes the teller, there's a dye pack that they can scoop up with the money and throw it in the bag.
Oh.
So when they get a certain mileage away, the dye pack will explode
Ooh,
all over the money.
nice.
And then it's like, why do I have blue money? Then they'll go
Rob
to...
the Smurfs. Shit.
Papa Smurf went down.
There's like 3 or 4 helicopters. I'm like, damn, they must be
Yeah.
searching for them.
That's funny. Today, I got a notification to hunker down.
Hunker down.
Hunker down, because the state police had Route 28, which is far enough from my house where I wasn't worried about stray bullets, but I was like, what the fuck? They had it all shut down because they had a manhunt
Ooh.
for somebody. There was like shots fired. Somebody had shot at the police, and they were having like a standoff. So they're like, shelter in place, and I'm like, I'm already here.
Christine got an alert on her phone about that.
Did she? From Middleborough?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I think like a week ago, my phone went. There was like an alert.
Yeah.
Like everyone's phone went off. I was in a place and like everyone's phone was like. There was a
That's always concerning, isn't it?
missing person or something. I don't know.
Oh, like an Amber Alert.
Yeah, an Amber Alert.
Yeah.
Like everybody's phone went off. I'm like,
I
what's
was-
going on here? Is it D-Day or something?
I
Biden pushed the button.
Yeah. I was on my way to work, and the other day, and I got an alert. There was a shelter in place in Franklin because I had to drive through Franklin, and I'm like, well, I wasn't gonna stop there anyway, and I'm really not gonna stop now.
Keep
Gosh.
going. Nothing to see here.
Exactly.
Was good.
Well, you're not eating a birthday boy.
Well, later on, build up an appetite.
I'll have one off mic. So, what the heck was I gonna say? Because you said something that
Amber Alert.
triggered something in my head. Oh, have you ever I
Yeah.
get this thing right where it's like I get overtired, and occasionally I get extremely chatty.
Okay.
It happens to Jay too. When he gets really tired, he'll just go on like this weird stream. Usually his is like a depressive rant where he's like, I'm horrible, and I'm like, shut up, you're tired, go to bed.
That was Snickers.
Yeah. But I went on this weird thing. It was funny, you mentioned a bank robbery.
Okay.
So I was laying in bed and I couldn't sleep, and Jay was kind of in his twilight where it was like he wasn't quite asleep yet.
Dozing off.
Yeah, and then I went, Jay, and he goes, what? I said, I think we should rob a bank. And he goes, what? I said, yes, we should rob a bank. And he goes, I don't think we should do that at all. I said, no, here's how, and I laid out the whole...
You'll get bit by a dog if you do.
I did the whole fucking plan, dude. I was like, okay, you go in.
Ocean's 18?
Yeah, Ocean's 2, Electric Boogaloo. It's just us together.
Oh, damn.
me, Jay, and El DeBars were all gonna...
Wow.
And we're all gonna rob a bank.
All right, what was the plan?
Oh God, man,
Plan of
I had it all laid out. I'm like, you know what the problem is? I was like, is people, they try to stay together. I was like, we need to split up immediately. I was like, they're not gonna be looking for both of us. I was like, you know, then we'll split up.
Most banks have a security guard now
Well, you know,
with like a taser.
you can get around that.
Yeah.
Not with deadly
Here's
force.
a
You can get
donut.
around that.
Feed him a donut.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can get around it.
Well, if you watch Spaceballs, you can do the Vulcan neck pitch.
I'm not saying that. But I am saying, you know, you can get around that.
No,
Yeah.
stupid. You got it all wrong. It's down here where the shoulder meets the neck.
I just wonder how much money they got before they
Clearly, they didn't get
crashed their
enough
car.
to care about it. Clearly, they didn't get enough to care about
Oh,
it.
they're homeless, you know. They're dumb.
Apologies to any homeless people who might be watching.
Yeah, they all have smartphones and they watch YouTube.
Well, they might. They might. You never know. People fall on times, you know. I don't know. I don't know. That's crazy. They had a bank robbery years ago in East Bridgewater. Oh, listen to this bullshit.
Oh,
They had
shit.
a bank robbery years ago in East Bridgewater. The subjects got away on foot.
Just walk.
Well, I assume they I assume they walked briskly away
Walk
from the bank.
casual.
The problem is, you know, you have a group of people who are
Yeah,
running towards
conspicuous.
something, right? And then you get the person who's walking the opposite direction. So you need to do is blend back in and walk back with the people and be like, what happened here? You're like, wait a minute, you look
Someone sit
familiar.
on the goats.
I got a cousin. You look familiar. I got a cousin.
And everyone's got like their phone out so you can get caught. He's robbing a bank.
Well, you know, I mean, yeah.
World
You know how
star.
people hold their freaking phones like this? They all hold it like this. They don't do it the landscape
Yeah.
way. They hold it wrong. I hate that.
I can't stand that.
Zoom in.
Watching those videos straight up, and then you got the little blurry images on the side.
Yeah.
I want everything. Give me widescreen.
Yeah.
I hate when people post a video and they put crappy music to it. It's like, just let the video
Oh,
play.
I
want to
hate
hear what's
that.
going on in the video. I don't want to hear shitty music.
I hate that.
Mhm.
That's the worst. It's like, I don't want to hear your crap. Would you?
I
How much?
don't know how they get away with playing music that's copyrighted. You have to pay for that?
I think if you change the pace of it, I think that's how you can escape that.
The tempo.
Yes. You change it just enough.
Yeah, some people edit songs so it's like 10 hours long.
Yeah.
And they can post that up alright. We play something for like a minute and we get spoken to or whatever.
Yeah, we get put on the naughty step
Red
easy.
flag.
We're on the naughty step easy. I don't know what YouTube has.
We're not doing anything wrong or bad.
We're just living our
Other
lives.
people are just taking this one song, like say they took Billie Jean or something from Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
and they edited it. And, all right, here's a 10-hour version for you.
First of all, who needs to be doing that? Who needs to listen to that song for 10 hours?
I have no idea.
I don't need that.
Well, there's some impersonators that are trying to practice, I guess.
I had company Saturday.
All right.
With a
What
friend
kind
of
of
mine.
company?
Plumber?
Casual company.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the plumber did come to hook up the stove, but so a
I
friend
think
of
you gotta tell
mine,
them that.
comes over Saturday, and just for like, he came over for conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to have something in the background that didn't disqualify conversation, but
Right.
we didn't have to talk over it, but was enough to fill in any quiet things. So on YouTube, I put
Coffee
on.
table talk.
Yeah, on YouTube, I put on. It was like. Basically, it was like looking at a cabin. You're looking at a cabin, and it's it had like rain, and it was just like sound of rain
Oh.
and like rain sounds in an abandoned cabin, and I'm like, well, that's good. So I put that on, and that's like 6-7 hours long.
Rainforest.
Right? So I was like, oh, cool.
That's supposed to be one of those like music stations that you're supposed to relax to, or
It's no, it's not
fall
a.
asleep to.
It's not really a station because it's all just rain. It's like rain, and
thunder.
I think you get like maybe an
Relax
occasional.
the thunder.
I think maybe you get like an occasional burst of thunder.
I don't think after
So-
a while you want to pee.
No, it's fine. So, but friend walks in, he sits down, immediately looks at TV and goes, "Ooh, what's this?" I said, "It's just
It's a nature show.
I said, "It's just a background thing," and he goes, he's staring at it for a while, and he goes, "Is the cabin haunted?" And I said, "Why? Do you see ghosts?
I see a shadow.
Do you see spirits? And are they talking to you? I need to know these things if we're going to continue this conversation."
It's your nightly friend that shows up once in a while,
No,
hiding in the image.
no, don't start with that. I'm telling you.
Justin,
You all right?
how was it,
I
Justin?
can get you a cushion if you want a
I'm
cushion.
good.
No?
I got a cushion.
I
I got plenty of cushion.
Right there.
Well,
I am adequate.
oh, that's my favorite word. Every
Is it?
time. Yeah. Every time anybody asks me Tara, how are you? I'm adequate. I mean, that's the best I can do. Really. So I was talking, Jay and I were talking today.
All right.
And,
Yeah.
Really?
So, there's a possibility we're going to England. I mean, I already have tickets, so
Ooh.
that's kind of fucked if I can't go.
London?
Yes.
All right.
So, and it sucks because I've always wanted to go, but it's COVID times, so I'm not going to be able to really do anything.
Right.
So I told Jay, I'm like, this will be like an appetizer. If I find out that, you know, I'd like to go back, then we can go back.
You're gonna go see Big Ben and all that.
Oh, they've been.
I don't think
The Louvre?
so. I don't think so. I mean, it's not. I'm not doing anything that requires me being indoors with people. That was my stipulation because Jay started rattling off all these things he
Well, that's
wanted
the
to see.
plane ride.
I know, but I'm gonna be wearing a mask. And I told Jay, I'm like, I'm not.
Get the red eye and to sleep through it.
I'm hoping to sleep through it because I'm not a good flyer at all.
Dramamine.
And I mean, it's not like I'm afraid
Right.
because sorry, Sean. Because it's not like I'm afraid.
I would be
I
just
don't-
on the takeoff part.
I don't like the takeoff. I don't like the landing. I don't like the in between. There's nothing I like about flying. Nothing. I hate
Getting
it.
off the plane.
Getting off the plane.
Yeah, that's
Even
something.
that is a pain in the ass.
You gotta wait for everybody.
Exactly. I'm very impatient,
I
and I'm
already paid.
like,
I'm out of here.
fucking move. You really should have gotten your overhead shit before we landed. You know? I mean, don't be a jerk. You're holding up the whole thing. Trying to get out of here. I hate flying. It was funny too because I was telling a Saturday friend that it's like
Does this guy have a name?
no,
Are you
it's just Ryan.
Okay.
So I was telling Ryan that I might be
You
going to
ashamed
England,
of it?
and he goes, "Oh, that's cool." And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "You want a plane, huh?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "How long a ride is that?" I said, "About 5-6 hours." And he goes, "Oh!" And he looked at Jay and he goes, "Good fucking luck." And I was like, Jay's flown with me before, but only as far as like Florida, and that's only about 2 or 3 hours. So
I mentioned before they might have to.
This would be a test for your marriage.
They might have to drug her like B.A. Baracus.
I'm just hoping to sleep. I'm just hoping to sleep. You know, I get very paranoid. I'm like, what is that? Who's that? What's that?
Jibba jabba?
What are you doing?
I ain't got no plane. You know jibba jabba.
So I thought of you the other day
That's Mr. T, by the way.
with that fucking cocaine thing. He's like, don't be doing cocaine.
Oh, yeah. No, okay.
No cocaine.
Just telling them like, subscribe and all that. It's not-
Yeah. So I lost you again, Joe.
Hello.
Whoa,
Whoa.
Jesus.
There you are.
All right.
There you are. I think
Hi.
that's better. Is
Hi.
that better? There you
Hello.
go.
Yep.
There you go. Well, I couldn't hear you at all.
Testing.
I couldn't hear you at all.
Yeah.
So
I'm here. I'm
I know you're trying.
not going anywhere.
So
Not till later.
I told them I'm not doing anything that's going to require me being around a lot of people.
Alright.
You know, there was a reason I brought this up, and now I'm
So
trying
how
to
long are you
remember
going
why.
for?
Well, here's a problem. And it is a problem.
Alright.
The 19th of this month, they are going to announce the new COVID restrictions and whether or not Massachusetts, not Massachusetts in general, but the United States will be allowed into the country.
Okay.
So as of right now, I can go to England, but I have to quarantine
When you get there or when you get home?
when I get there.
Okay.
And I will probably quarantine when I get home.
That's
Just
2 weeks.
for safety. I know.
Damn.
So I'm trying.
That's 4 weeks.
I haven't bought any official things yet because aside from tickets to an event, because I'm waiting to find out if I have to quarantine.
What's the event?
The event is.
I'm intrigued. Going to England for an event. Ooh.
Yes, I am. There's this. Do you watch the show?
I do watch the show. I know you
Yes,
like
explain that.
British people.
I know. There's this British show I love called Inside Number 9. The two guys who create, write, star in it are doing a Q&A. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. They don't do this kind of thing. They're doing it for the release of this book that they helped with. So I'm getting a free copy of the book.
It's free. It's for me.
And I get to see these two guys that I love.
Autographs.
Ooh.
I
What?
don't think... Well, here's the thing. You know what?
Just have Jay do it.
Just have Jay do it.
You're going all the way out there for this. You should get it.
Alright, so I've been complaining because I ordered a DVD and it's taken the long way to get here, right?
Take the long.
It finally arrived this week
Nice.
with the signed insert.
You got it.
I got it.
Nice.
So now I have the signed insert. Woo! So I'm very excited. This is series 6. Woo! I have to
Was
put...
it worth the wait?
It was because, well, I mean, you know, the reason I was upset about it was because a lot of people pre-ordered the DVD and then didn't get the insert.
Really?
And that was part of the pre-order, so I was very nervous I wasn't going to get one. So, I got one. So, I mean, I have that. That was signed by one of them. I have 2 copies because I accidentally ordered a secondary of the signed script books from the show. That huge box set, it has records and stuff in it. That has an insert that's been signed by all those guys.
You still looking for a backup of that?
I haven't been looking now because I might have to quarantine in England. And
Swap of tea.
Well, just remember, like, if you get the backup, like,
yeah,
burn the records on the CD for you.
yeah,
CDs.
CDs.
CDs nuts.
No thanks.
Anyway, so I'm very nervous about them opening up the country, and as of I think the 19th, they're all going maskless. So I was telling Jay today, I'm like, England's opening everything up. Hopefully they'll open up air travel, and they're not having any mask requirements anymore. And then he's like, oh dear. And I said, yeah. And I said, we're going to be the only 2 people walking around in masks. I was like, because I'm not wearing one.
Right.
And he goes, oh, me too.
I
Me
still
too.
wear one.
So it's
I do too.
I do too, yeah.
I ain't taking any chances.
So it's supposed to be a Q&A. So I was going through it with him, and I said, I wonder if they're going to take questions from the audience, because I fucking hate shit like that. Right?
Well,
have you ever
no
been...
queue?
Well, I'm hoping that they'll do, like, questions beforehand and then just sort out the best questions and then answer them. Have you ever been to an audience Q&A at all? No?
I think I've seen them. And I was like,
I watched them on
why did
YouTube.
you ask that question?
They are torturous. They're torturous to be in. I was in one, oddly enough, for Weird Al.
Really?
Weird Al. I went to a special screening of UHF.
I'd love to meet him.
Well, I didn't get to meet him.
No, I like,
Yeah.
oh,
There you go.
okay.
There you go. I got you back.
I'm back.
You're good for 30 seconds.
Yeah. And what you get is an auditorium full of people who have to get up, and there are some people that once they get a mic in their hand, that's it. right? That's it.
No,
You're gonna
I'm
have
not
to.
done.
You'll have to wrestle it out of their cold, dead hands, right? Because there are guys, and every single person who got up to ask him a question began the question with, "Hey Al, I'm your biggest fan," and I went, "Shut up, shut up,
First time caller, long time listener.
shut up." It's so annoying, so annoying. Obviously, you're a fan. The fan part goes without saying. Hey Al, I think you're an ass. Like, why would you buy tickets to a show? You know what I'm saying, though?
Right.
I mean, like, obviously you're a fan. You're there. You don't need to tell him that you're a fan. So I was telling Jay, I'm like, I'm going to have to sit through an hour and a half of, "Hey, Steve. Hey, Reese. I'm your biggest fan." Fuck you.
Do you remember episode 2, season 5?
Exactly.
That scene with the... Like,
That shit.
like, yep.
Oh, that shit is torturous.
10 minutes, 32 seconds in.
This guy,
What were
now...
you thinking at that time?
Exactly. I'm gonna have to sit through so much of that, and one of them, one of these guys is, he's kind of known for being a bit of a cranky guy. Cranky. And so I was looking at Jay, and I'm like, I don't know how much of this. His name is Reese. I'm like, I don't know how much of this Reese is gonna take before he just stands up and goes, "Fuck this," and walks out. I was like, and then he's big on blocking people on Twitter too. So I was like, he's just gonna stand up and go, "I'm blocking you all. All of you are blocked now." I was like, he's gonna lose his patience so quickly with a lot of, "I'm your biggest fan." So in season 2, episode, and then Jay goes, "I'd like to ask a question," and I said, "What question do you want to ask?" And he goes, "I don't know." He goes, "I don't have a question. I would just like to ask one." And I said, "Okay."
How's the weather?
Well, here's the thing. He goes, "But I'm nervous about it." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, "Well," he goes, "First of all, because of how cranky Reese is." And I said, "I hear you." And he goes, "Secondly," he goes, "the second I open up my mouth, people are going to be like, 'American, boo!'" I said, "I know." They're going to be like, "Ugh, stupid
But
American."
he talks with a British accent and they won't think he's American.
Oh, God. No, Jay can't fake a British
I
accent.
can't.
He can do a Scottish accent.
There you
Pretty
go.
good. He's got a little bit of Scott. That's where he gets the red.
There you go.
Yeah, that's where he gets the red in his
Yeah,
beard
close enough.
from.
The other thing I hear with Q&As,
Yeah.
when you got those people, like, everybody's told, come up to the mic, you got ask them one question.
Right.
A lot of them turn a one question into a 2 or 3-parter.
Dude, Weird Al is.
And these people actually let this happen.
I know. You also need a moderator to tell people, like, "Hey, shut up."
Yeah.
Now Weird Al is known for being like a super nice guy. Super nice guy.
Which is
I've never met him, so I can't be like, he is super nice.
It seems it.
But near the end of the night, this one guy, I mean, we were approaching the end, and this one guy stood up, and the moderator's like, "All right, we got time for like 2 or 3 more questions." So this guy stands up, and he gets the mic and hand syndrome, and starts telling this really long story, and everybody's kind of sitting there like, "What? Come on, man.
What's the question?
What's your question?" And even Al, at one point, looks at the guy and goes, "So what is your question?" And I was like, man, when Al looks at you and goes, what the hell? You're talking too much.
Was
And-
there for like 5 minutes at least?
That guy was the last question because he took so long. He robbed like 3 or 4 other people of asking a question. Oh, Sean would have lost his mind. I can see it in your eyes
I
now.
want to throw something at him.
Now, you didn't ask the question.
No. You know me, Jay.
If you wanted to, what would you have asked Weird Al?
I had no questions for Weird Al. I mean,
They say if.
I know he said if.
If you had a question.
I know he said if. I mean, I don't have anything to say. I mean, it's, hey.
I'm your biggest fan.
No, yeah.
My question,
I'm
you
your
wanna
smallest
come back to
fan.
my place, I'll cook you some lunch. Cook
I
you a
got-
burger or a dog?
I got a new stove.
Where do your ideas come from?
Exactly.
Your
Like,
your mother.
and I don't
Really?
remember anybody else's question but that stupid guy. Because I was talking to Jay about it today. I'm like, we're going to get a lot of that, and it's going to be annoying as hell. Oh, somebody commented, happy birthday, Joe.
Hey!
So,
you. I'm 516 months old.
the fact you
The old
calculated
Well,
that.
because like a couple weeks ago, I was at work and this lady had a kid. I'm like, how old's your kid? She's always 25 months.
I
I'm
hate when
like,
people do that.
He's 2?
2 and 1.
Just freaking round it off. I'm not a mathematician, but I know that 25 months is fucking 2 years. Imagine if adults did that.
Even the other one. Oh, he's 14 months.
He's
Her,
one.
she's 16 and a half months.
I hate when people do that. It's like, just give me a number, a real number.
Oh, just over a year, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just tell me. You don't need to do that. It's annoying. I don't want to have to think about
I
it.
think it's cute.
I don't want to have to think about
Like, when's the cutoff? Like, when they're like 3 years old? Like, oh, he's 3.
it. Honestly, I don't know.
36 months.
He's 72 months today. Ow, that was my knee.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just-
calculate. I'm
that's,
516 months.
that's a very parent thing to do. Parents do that. Oh, he's 82 months. And then remember when you were a kid? Remember when you were a kid? No. Like when you're a kid and somebody asks how old you are, you always add like extra. Like I'm 4.5,
4 3/4.
4 3/4. I'll be 5 in like 4 weeks.
7/8.
Yeah. It's like you always want that bit extra.
Uh-huh. And then when you get older, you don't want it.
Yeah. When you're older, you're like I'm -8 because I'm going backwards now.
It's like asking me right now, how old are you? 30.
Yeah.
30 what? 30.
Yeah. I don't even know anymore. I don't keep track. And Jay tells me. You know what I hate when you have to
Jay
enter
tells you when your birthday is?
how Jay tells me how old I am because I don't keep track. You know when you have to. You know what's sad is when you're filling out a form or something online, and there's like the age bracket thing. So they go, oh, 20 to 32, and you oh, I'm checking that. I'm 31. Boom. When you move in bracket, that's the saddest fucking thing. You'll get there. You'll go up a
I'm
bracket. You'll have to X that other bracket and be like, yeah, I'm 48 now. And it's like, shit.
Oh,
The brackets don't go backwards.
they don't.
They don't, and it's sad.
My dad
It's,
just turned 78.
Did he?
Yeah, Monday.
Oh, that's nice.
My mom's going to be 80 this Wednesday.
That's too much. Too many birthdays. Jesus. It's too much. I think I got my nephew's is in a couple of weeks. It's
Happy
tough.
birthday.
It's a lot of July. A lot of July. What's going on?
I'll do the math.
Yeah.
A lot of people got laid
Yeah.
in October.
Happy Halloween.
They did the Monster Mash.
Oh, I hate that song.
Well, that's a good song.
It's a bad
I
song.
love that
It's a bad song. Oh my goodness. Okay, so
song. Oh,
what,
We
yeah,
survived.
I
What?
forgot one thing.
What?
For a little while now, I'm going to do a quote from a movie at the end of every video. Leave a comment and tell me what movie it's from if you know it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So the quote's coming. Happy birthday, Joe. We will see you next time. Apparently, Sean has a quote for you. Quote it, Sean.
First, have we got everything?
Yes.
And the quote is, I've come here to chew bubblegum and kick some ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.